Now, I'm sure some of us remember about this case that happened in Clayton County, Georgia, some last year, September 2020. A brother by the name of Roderick Walker, who was brutally beaten in his face while being arrested in front of his girlfriend and his 5-year-old son. First, I'm gonna read this once. I'm gonna read this right here. I'm just gonna read a little bit of it. This is just to give you an idea, tell you what really happened. But of course, this is from a Eurocentric perspective. You know, deputy fired over Roderick Walker arrest in Clayton County. The Clayton County Sheriff's Office cited excessive force. No shit. And firing the deputy shown on video striking a black man a number of times. Clayton County Sheriff's Office deputy is out of work after a video surfaced of the arrest of Roderick Walker over the weekend. Sheriff Victor Hill cited excessive force as the reason for using administrative authority in firing the still unmanned police officer. The arrest of Walker, a man who police said was wanted on 3 warrants, including one for child cruelty, is shown on the video shared widespread on social media and has led to at least one protest. The video shows 2 deputies on top of Walker, pinning him, one saying he bit my hand. Walker be heard saying, "I'm going to die." The video was first shared on Instagram, according to Fox Atlanta report. Walker was the passenger of a car that was stopped by a broken taillight and did not give police his identification, according to reports from several media outlets. He was charged with multiple counts of obstruction and battery in connection with the incident shown in the video, and 11 live news broadcast states. "I just want my son home," Walker's mother said in the report. X-rays from a jail hospital show Walker does not have any broken bones as a result of the force used in the arrest, the sheriff's officer said. Not according to the pictures I've seen. But his attorney, Sean Williams, said in the Good Morning America segment, it should be the deputies who arrested his client behind bars. The people that need to be in jail are the off that attacked him and violated his civil rights, Williams said. Since when has black people here in America ever had any civil rights, even though we fought and died for it? Williams said Walker told the deputies he did not need to show identification because he wasn't the driver. It escalates to him being beaten to the ground, tased, and almost dying, and they take him to jail. Walker's felony probation warrant for cruelty to children was filed in Fulton County. He also had a possession of a firearm by convicted felon warrant out of Fulton and a failure to appear warrant out of Hapville, police said. Mr. Walker's legal counsel will have to resolve these issues to secure his release, police said in the Nextel alert. The sheriff's office has not indicated the status of the other officer involved in the arrest. Of course not. The Clayton County District Attorney's Office will take over the criminal investigation into Walker, the sheriff's office said. The arrest had led to at least one protest. Demonstrators gathered in front of the Clayton County Sheriff's Office Sunday afternoon. A video tweet from Fox 5 Atlanta's Brooke Zoner shows. And that is the end of that in regards to this particular story. But this is just one. There's multiple about this. I'm about to read another one. And this was from September 13th, 2020. Now I'm going to read from September 16th, 2020 as ABC News. Like I said, I'm just giving some context because maybe some of us, it just went over our heads about what this happening down in Georgia. Days after he was beaten by Georgia Sheriff's deputy, Roderick Walker remains in jail. And this is the video I'm about to play. Let me know if you can hear.
Smart doesn't always look the same. There's
Not
this
bad
kind
for the
of
commercial.
Scary smart. Being paid for less means Street smart. Yep, that counts too. Not graceful, but still smart. At Capella University, your education is the kind of smart that keeps up with you. But what if something pops up? It's smart enough so you can adjust.
And if I want to move faster?
With FlexPath, you can earn your master's degree in 14 months for $14,000. That's the kind of smart I like. Capella University. Don't just learn smarter.
A video that got a deputy sheriff in Georgia placed on leave. It shows a black man being pinned and beaten during an arrest, and it is provoking outrage online. ABC's Elwin Lopez is in Atlanta with much more. Elwin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. At least one Clayton County deputy is on leave and under investigation following that arrest video, but the sheriff's office has yet to comment on what led up to this incident. This morning, outrage after this disturbing video posted online. Witnesses capturing the footage on Friday, showing deputies in Georgia pinning a man down. At least one of the deputies punching the man in the face, shouting that the man was biting him. That's Roderick Walker. His attorney says the father of four and his girlfriend had just dropped off their rental car and got a ride home. Shortly after, they say Clayton County deputies pulled that car over for an alleged broken taillight.
Despite Roderick not being a driver, was a passenger, they immediately approached him, asked him for his ID. He informed them that he did not have any ID and that he didn't need any since he was not driving a vehicle.
That's when Walker's attorney says his client was asked to step out of the car.
It escalates to him being beaten on the ground, being tased, and almost dying. And they take him to jail.
His young child heard in the video.
This is something new to us. Very sad, emotional, hysterical, just hurt because I wasn't there to protect him.
Walker's attorney says the driver was not charged, but his client is now in jail, facing 2 counts of battery and 2 counts of obstruction of an officer.
The people that need to be in jail are the officers who attacked him and violated his civil rights.
And Walker's attorney says they now want an independent investigation outside of the sheriff's office. Whit?
Elwin Lopez in Atlanta for us. Thank you for that story. And don't forget to tune in to Turning Point, a month-long special event on Nightline focusing on the racial reckoning facing the country.
It's really an excellent series, and I do recommend everybody check that out on Nightline.
Okay, I just wanted to bring you up to speed about this case. I'm sure some of you know about it. So that means I don't have to really read this particular article. And it was posted, September 16th, 2020 by ABC News. So now we finna go to, who was it? The attorney, who was it? The district attorney? My apologies. Now, this is September 18th. Roderick Walker beaten by Georgia deputy. See, they just want to keep reminding us what they did. All these articles keep popping up. Roderick Walker, a black man whose alleged assault and subsequent arrest by a Georgia deputy was captured on video, has been released from jail and is seeking medical treatment for his injuries. His attorney said Walker, 26, suffered a mild traumatic brain injury from being beaten. His attorney said, "I lost consciousness. I couldn't breathe," Walker said at a Friday news conference. "I was scared and I feared for my life." And rightfully so, especially when you got 2 white officers beating you upside the head. And then claim that you bit him and that justified him from punching him. Do you just hear these excuses that these pigs be coming up with? But you don't never see this shit when they do this to white people. You only see this with black people, black men in particular. I just want you to be aware of who the fuck we are up against. This is just one of the integral parts of the system. that we need to be taken down. And yes, it can be done. I just pray and I just hope that it don't happen to nobody else. Walker's left eye was filled with blood as he spoke Friday, 1 week after the incident. Walker's arrest was on September 11th. Oh, what a coincidence. 9/11. When he was a passenger in a car that was pulled over for allegedly having a broken tail light. Allegedly, which means they didn't show no proof that it actually had a broken tail light. You know, I really don't have to read the rest of the story because you've seen the video. And of course, they want to bring in George Floyd talking about that. As much as I don't want to disrespect George Floyd, may he rest in power, but that man was a swirler, okay? Just plain and simple. But it was so much hype with the George Floyd case that this was overlooked. You understand what I'm saying? This was overlooked. So, with that being done, we finna go to the update as far as these Eurocentric news stations. Because, you know, they love to try to hide shit. Okay, this is April 30th, 2021, or at least this when it was posted. I'll put it that way. You never know. Like I said, these are Eurocentric so-called mainstream media. The Clayton County, Georgia sheriff indicted on federal criminal charges for brutalizing detainees. Longtime Clayton County, Georgia Sheriff Victor Hill was charged with 4 criminal offenses by federal grand jury this month for the brutalizing of 4 detainees last year. Hill, who styles himself as a no-nonsense officer, has been charged with abusing civil rights of 4 detainees by ordering him. Oh, this is a totally different case. My apologies. My apologies. This is a totally different case. But it's still relatable because this shows you how crooked these pigs are. And of course, he happens to be a black man. My apologies. This is what I want to get to. This is coming from the DA of Clayton County. This was dated September 15th, 2020. I hope y'all understand. And I mean, I'm really trying to show how this should have been also in the front as well as the George Floyd case. Not trying to make no comparison because these are both black men. One survived, one died. One was with his family, the other one was a swirler. That's probably why it got so much press. And of course, you know, where was Black Lives Matter? That bullshit organization. Okay, now according to CBS 46, the Clayton County District Attorney set a $25,000 bond for Roderick Walker Monday evening, just 2 days after video of his arrest went viral. On Tuesday, Tasha Mosley held a press conference. This is a black woman, by the way. Held a conference publicly acknowledging the ongoing investigation into Walker's arrest. On Friday, September 11th, there was an incident involving Clayton County Sheriff's deputies and Roderick Walker, parts of which were captured on video. Those videos have been widely circulated. Sheriff Victor Hill has referred this matter to our office for a full investigation. To that end, my office is collecting any and all pertinent information. As with any investigation, we encourage anyone who's witnessed anything to contact my office. The number is 770-477-3450. The Georgia rules of professional conduct strictly forbid a prosecutor from making any comment to the media that could heighten condemnation of any parties involved in the case. Therefore, I cannot and will not comment on the details of any ongoing investigation. We will not rush to judgment. Rather, we will be fair and thorough. That is what I've been entrusted to do for the citizens of Clayton County, said D.A. Mosley. Now remember, this is a black woman. The sheriff's office is keeping details close to the vest in this case, releasing very little information about the deputies on what happened in this violent arrest. Like I said, they hiding information, and you expect the government, you trust in the same government that does this to our people, that that they have your best interest at heart. Come on now. You see this, just this right here. I mean, there's many cases like this, and it's all similar. This is the same protocol. They always withhold information from the public, which is wrong. We, as the public, have the right to know. But of course, when it comes to black people, they're going to try to bury it. And not to mention, this has happened during this fake-ass pandemic. I mean, that's just my opinion of the pandemic, but to each his own. What started as a minor traffic stop escalated into a violent arrest caught on camera. You can see 2 Clayton County deputies on top of a 26-year-old. One deputy is punching Walker repeatedly. A deputy then appears to lay his elbow across Walker's bloodied face as his girlfriend and children scream. See, like I said, these is animals. These is not even humans. These white folks is not human beings, man. No human being would do the shit that they did to this black man. The deputy seen punching Walker was fired for excessive force. He should have been arrested for assault, not fired. But we're going to get to that. The deputy seen punching Walker was fired for excessive force, but today a lack of transparency into the investigation is raising questions as the sheriff's office has yet to release the names of the deputies involved or the incident reports. Of course, like I said, they always hiding. This is what they do, especially when it comes to black people. Do you understand where I'm going with this? I mean, for some of us, it just goes over our heads. It's not unusual and it's not normal. It's illegal, said Sean Williams, Walker's civil attorney. The statute in Georgia allows for open records information. He needs to know the basis of the warrant, which is absolutely correct. Deputies stopped the car for a missing taillight. They asked to see Walker's license, although he was a passenger and not the driver. He indicated that he did not have his license, and things escalated as officers moved to handcuff him. What reason would they need to handcuff him if he don't have his license? If he's not driving, he don't need his license. I mean, that's what I always thought. See, I tell you, these motherfuckers are so stupid, they don't even know their own laws. All of the officers who physically attacked or had beaten Roderick Walker needs to be terminated immediately. And see, what I don't like is the word terminated. What they should have been was arrested. And we should have been the ones who did it and took them behind some trees and beat the fuck out of them the same way they beat this brother. We got to stop letting them get away with this shit. I'm telling you, the system wants to see us destroyed. And we just dumb enough, or some of us are just dumb enough to keep going along with the program. You expect the same system that's promoting the vaccine to black people to protect black people, especially an incident like this? Now, this happened last year, all during that George Floyd case. But that one got so much headlines that this one got buried. And not to mention the pandemic, COVID-19. Remember, this is all happening during the COVID-19. All the officers who physically attacked or have beaten Roderick Walker needs to be terminated immediately. Not one, all of them, said Williams. You don't have a right to unlawful search and seizure. You don't have a right to charge someone when the evidence doesn't support it, he added. Late Monday evening, Walker was transported to Fulton County Jail where he is wanted for a probation violation. They always trying to put, now I don't know the extent of Walker's, his record or whatever, but this was some bullshit just to keep him locked up, okay? They had no business fucking with him in the first place. when he did nothing wrong. But according to them, he did. And you know, anytime they arrest one of us, they always want to bring up our criminal records. Every time, without fail. See, this is why I hate this system. And they only do this to black us. You don't see them do this to Latinos. You don't see them do this to other white people. You don't. You don't see this. Okay, I'm about finished with this particular article. This is basically what the Clayton County DA said. I don't think she really said all that. I think it was just written. But here's the latest update. This is the fired Clayton County deputy seen punching man on camera. And I'm about to play the video. Of course, you know, it's loading the ad.
We started the company more than 3 years ago with the idea to build an absolutely closed-loop rental platform where all of the rental tasks can be done in one place. Since then, we developed a product.
We have some new information tonight after a Clayton County man was beaten during an arrest last year. Roderick Walker is now only charged with a seatbelt violation in connection to the traffic stop last September. One of the sheriff's deputies involved is now facing charges after a grand jury indictment. They charge former deputy Brandon Myers with battery and violating his oath of office. The whole thing was captured on video.
Well, you've seen it for yourself. Now, how long is it going to stick? We don't know. And I don't need to read this article because the video pretty much summed it up, what happened. And of course, you know, they're going to make it look like he went against protocol, which is funny because the protocol seems to be the same every time it involves black people, in particular black men. And of course, this USA Today pretty much saying the same thing we just got done looking at. And this is the most updated August 11th, 2021. I really don't know what else to say about this. I just wanted to bring this to light and give you the update. And it's today, I think it's August 22nd or the 23rd. So this was updated about a week and a half ago. I just want you to know, my brothers, we are public enemy number one. And the last thing we need to be doing right now is going against our black women. Because our black women are our biggest supporters. You can hate them, you can love them, but I guarantee you, when it's down, our black women is going to be there. Now is not the time for us to be going at each other. It's really not. Unity is our greatest strength. And this is what the devil fears, especially us black men, when we come together in a strong brotherhood. We need to get out here and show them what time it is. Not just sit up here making videos and talking and not disrespecting black women. Now, yes, our black women do have issues, but we also as black men have issues, and that's the reason why many of our black women do not respect us. They do not feel secure. They are scared. They are fearful for their life. And it's up to us to protect our women and our children. We can't let these devils walk all over us forever. We're going to have to rise up. And I know many of you black men, my fellow brothers, are not willing to die for our people. Because most of y'all are cowards. Y'all are comfortable living the way you are living right now. So I hope this goes well. I really hope this brother gets justice, which I seriously doubt he will, because let's face it, we in America. What black person has ever gotten justice here in America? Unentitled snakes of America. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Is there something I could have done better? I always welcome critical analysis of how I do my videos. Okay? I appreciate you taking the time. And I'm always up for learning, because as long as I'm among my people, I'm always a student. So until the next video, peace and black power.